loud, it isn't dramatic, and yet somehow it's unforgettable. This shade carries serenity. It has a softness that doesn't weaken a woman. It stabilizes her. Dusty blue looks like calm confidence. It whispers, I am centered. I am steady. I am not chasing noise. And that emotional energy translates visually. People feel more comfortable around you when you wear it. You appear more composed, more trustworthy, more thoughtful. It doesn't fight for attention. It earns quiet admiration. This is the color women choose when they've outgrown chaos, when they no longer dress to prove themselves, but to express control. Paired with charcoal gray, it becomes intellectual and polished, the kind of elegance that feels modern and intentional. With cream, it turns soft and luminous, creating a gentle sophistication that feels feminine without fragility. And unlike harsh, bright blues that can feel aggressive or dated, dusty blue is timeless. It softens features, flatters every skin tone, and blends beautifully into refined wardrobes. But here's where most women miss its true power. They think of blue as simply calm. In reality, this shade subtly elevates your presence. It communicates emotional maturity. And emotional maturity is incredibly attractive. If you've ever felt like your outfits look good but lack soul, this is your solution. Dusty blue wraps your appearance in grace. It doesn't simply make you look elegant, it makes you feel elegant. And people always respond to that. 4. Rich caramel brown. Rich caramel brown in 2026 is the language of warmth, authority, and grounded femininity. It feels like stability, wrapped in sophistication. This color doesn't rush. It doesn't compete. It settles into your presence with confidence, the kind of confidence that doesn't need to announce itself. Caramel brown instantly adds depth to your style. It looks luxurious without effort and mature without harshness. There's a quiet magnetism in it. It feels welcoming, yet powerful, soft, yet strong. And that balance is exactly why elegant women gravitate toward it. Caramel brown has an emotional warmth to it that black sometimes lacks. It feels human, it feels approachable, and yet it still holds dignity and authority. When paired with ivory, it turns into graceful sophistication. With navy, it becomes intelligent and refined, a combination that feels deeply European and quietly commanding. With muted green or taupe, it becomes earthy, chic, and incredibly expensive looking. Even in simple fabrics, caramel brown carries richness. In quality fabrics, it's breathtaking. But here's the subtle truth most women overlook. Brown is not simple. Brown is disciplined. It shows a woman who understands refinement, who doesn't need flash to prove elegance, who doesn't rely on overwhelm to appear confident. There's something deeply feminine about a color that feels warm and nurturing while still communicating strength. And if your wardrobe ever feels cold, harsh, or lacking personality, this shade brings the soul back into it. 5. Gentle rosewood. Gentle rosewood in 2026 is the evolution of femininity. It is what pink becomes when it grows wiser, calmer, and infinitely more elegant. This shade carries warmth, softness, and romance, but with depth, maturity, and restraint. It doesn't flirt for attention. It doesn't try to be cute. It feels like a woman who knows herself, a woman who has tasted life, experienced emotion, and still embodies grace. Rosewood has soul. It warms the complexion, softens your facial presence, and creates an aura of emotional warmth around you. Not loud femininity, but anchored femininity. What makes rosewood so powerful is its emotional psychology. Bright pinks shout. They belong to seasons of youthfulness and loud energy. Rosewood belongs to confidence. It belongs to women who no longer dress to be noticed. They dress to be remembered. Pair it with taupe, and it becomes quietly graceful, the type of elegance that feels deeply European and timeless. With black, it transforms into soft power, feminine influence wrapped in composure. With champagne tones, it becomes refined luxury. Gentle, luminous, beautifully mature. Most women think femininity needs to be bold to feel strong. Elegant women know the opposite is true. Strength wrapped in softness is far more compelling than loudness wrapped in insecurity. And that is exactly why rosewood feels so magnetic. It tells an emotional story. It suggests kindness, warmth,